This is a grip strength based exercise meant to condition your hands and forearms. You will see me doing this. Oftentimes I do not manage to train on that day, and I typically like to do this exercise for about 15 to 20 minutes, or up until my forearms look kind of like this. Alright, so for the last meal of the day, I've got 120 grams of basmati rice, which I boiled, and I fried 250 grams of ground beef with a novel butter. I put that all together with an egg, and I will have that with some pepper sauce, some sauerkraut, and as a dessert, I will have some cottage cheese. Along the meal, I will take some magnesium for better sleep and better recovery. And I've got some peppermint tea ready to go as well. That will be to facilitate digestion overnight and my little relaxed time. Good morning. This is day number 3. I just got off the bed and gonna quickly check my weight. Alright, got off from the first try. It's always a good sign. So we lost about 300 grams throughout sleep. That's a lot of water we got rid of. So first thing in the morning, coffee and a lot of water. Right, boys, meal number 1, day 3. Here I've got 6 eggs that I scrambled with 50 grams of butter. For dessert, I will have a blend of 120 gram oats, a scoop of protein powder, which is about 22 grams or so of protein, and I've got about 40 grams of walnuts and 2 scoops of smooth peanut butter. I'm gonna blend everything with some milk, and I'll have that as a dessert. And this is prior to my back workout. And post-workout, I'll have 12 eggs, and I'm not yet sure what's gonna be the carbs, but I'll figure that out later. All right, so nutritional values for yesterday, the day 2, I had about a little bit over 200 grams of protein, and a little bit over 450 grams of carbohydrates, and that will be the current goal. So today lunch, the first meal of the day, I had about 80 grams of protein and a little bit over 100 grams of carbs instead of the training, and we will train back. All right, current situation. Let's see after the workout.
So far into the workout, I've done 30 wide grip pull-ups in 4 different sets. After that, I moved to this rows machine, and here I like to alternate the grips. So pulling from the lower grip makes the weight feel heavier, whereas pulling from the top handles of the machine makes the weight feel a little bit lighter. Therefore, I like to alternate the grips progressively into the set. First set, 15 reps. Then I'm catching my breath. Then I am doing 2 more sets, and both of these sets I do a break pause style. So going 6 or 7 reps into the set on the lower handles, catching my breath for a second, then I carry on the top handles, which allows me to squeeze a few more reps in. So my ideal rep range on a set is between 12 and 16 reps on most exercises I do, with a few exceptions, of course, such as, heavy leg press and stuff like that. As you can see, catching my breath for somewhere less than a minute, whatever feels right. And then I carry on the top handles. So explosive pull, very light and control release. A lot of squeeze. I try to use my biceps and my forearms as little as possible. I only imagine pulling with my back. I'm gonna move to these cables, and here the idea of the movement is a lot of stretch again. Control movement, hard pull, slow release. To me, that is it just makes sense. It just clicks with muscle activation.
day number 3 done. I just got off the toilet, so time to check on that weight. A little bit less than yesterday. But still consistent. Try that one more time. All right. Day number 3, last meal of the day. I have 9 soft-boiled eggs, some salt and pepper, 150 grams or so of basmati rice, butter in there. I get all this melted. At least about another 100 grams of carbs or so, and solid amount of protein. Alright. Oops. And I will try squeeze some Greek yogurt as a little dessert, maybe with some honey. And that'll be it for the day.